There we go. Good evening, folks. Good evening. I hope everybody's doing good. Good evening and welcome to Bonnie and Clyde's Morning Talk Evening Edition. There we go. What do you know? We made it today. Awesome, awesome. Let's go and check and see what happened in the market today. This will give us a little bit of a better idea of what will happen first thing in the morning when the market opens. It looks like everything finished in the green today, which is awesome in a way. And gold finished up $32 or 1.6%. Silver finished up $1.06 or 4.8%. Would you look at that? Silver and gold is on that climb. It's climbing so well, it's getting ready to climb itself right out of the mine. For sure. We'd like to see that. Let's see what kind of good news drove the market today. I didn't even pay attention to see what kind of good news drove the market today. I was just interested in my portfolio and what I was watching. Really wasn't even paying attention to the overall market. But looks like earnings are moving the market a little bit. Some of those are up, some of them are down. Yeah. Pretty much looks like hopes of a vaccine, which will never happen. And if they say it's going to happen, it's just going to be some kind of placebo or something like that. It's definitely not going to cure coronavirus. It just don't happen like that. They've never had a cure for the common cold. I don't see them doing it now. And so the vaccine, I guess, is pushing that. So that means once they don't have one, the market will probably tank significantly. So let's wait for that to happen. So when you hear them disappointing vaccine, if you play in the market, get out. And let's take a look over and see how Bonnie and Clyde's portfolio did today. Having a hard time talking this evening for some reason, and I haven't even taken a drink. Let's see, Bonnie and Clyde, I already knew this, but I just want to refresh and make sure I didn't gain any more. Bonnie and Clyde's portfolio is up 5.57% today. So we're jumping a little bit. That is awesome. Let's keep on going higher. It's fine with me. Let the Fed pump the money in. Let the vaccine talk, do whatever it does. I'm not invested in neither one of them. Let's get over to some coin news now. Stop playing around. Get over here to the coin news and see what's going on Twitter land. And over in Twitter land, we'll do this coin of the day. And first off, we'll mention coin of the day from NGC. And they have put out the two-person Gemini 8 mission in 1966. It's the Flightline medal. So that's what they're calling their coin of the day. The Gemini 8 Flightline medal. Not so much a coin, but a medal, but okay, we'll go with it. NGC. Bonnie and Clyde's coin of the day, a 1947 Roosevelt dime. Old silver dime there. They got a mintage of 121,520,000, and that series runs from 1946 and still a going. And I guarantee you'd be hard pressed to find half of that number of those dimes. Probably even a quarter of that number of those dimes. But that is the total mintage of it. I doubt you'd even find a quarter of those dimes still left. But since they say it's 121 million of them made, that means there's still quite a few of them out in circulation, you would think, though. So that's Bonnie and Clyde's coin of the day, the 1947 Roosevelt dime. Nice looking coin. Let's see what else we got over here in Twitterland. See if we got any other good news we want to take a look at real quick. Everybody's talking about all these foreign minted coins and all that good stuff. A&A just put out a little tweet, and it says the mint may expand bullion strikings for the American Eagles. Let's see what they're talking about here. Yeah, it says an investment demand as investment demand rises for the American Eagle silver bullion coins. The U.S. Mint officials are considering adding production of the 2020 silver coins at the San Francisco and Philadelphia mints to augment the West Point mint output. So that means they might be bringing in bigger numbers for the regular strike coins, but they'll be striking them at San Francisco and Philadelphia, and we all know that they already had out the Philadelphia emergency ones, so they may be adding into that total, and then the normal American silver eagle bullion coin struck at San Francisco will be a little bit of a different take on it. So we'll have to see how that plays out. It said the prospect was broached by the Bureau officials July the 23rd during a conference call to address purchasing projections with the 12 purchasers worldwide who are authorized to buy up those bullion coins. Said the Philadelphia Mint already produced an emergency run, like we just said that, of 240,000 American Eagles, and between April the 8th and April the 20th. And then when the West Point Mint was shuttered for the virus, the San Francisco Mint, too, was closed from March the 18th until May the 4th because of the virus. Executive orders. I have to say that in that tone because they are just so scary with it. So I want to do. Does it sound scary to y'all when I do that? Virus. Just want to make sure. Let's go on with the article, Clyde. 9 of the 12 authorized purchasers are in the United States, and 2 of them are in Germany, with 1 located in Japan. So now we all know where all of those coins are going to. We got a location in Japan, 2 in Germany, and 9 right here in the United States. No, 9 in the United States, 2 in Germany, and 1 in Japan. And Bonnie and Clyde is not one of those 9. I wish. Says Terry Hanlon, president of one of the firms, Dillion Gags Metals in Texas, lauded the Mint for taking the initiative to address future bullion coin needs and better plan production and distribution. and said the authorized purchasers are already dealing with sharp reductions in allocations because of the previous production restrictions. It says in the July 23rd conference, U.S. Mint officials looked at adding silver bullion eagle coin production at two of the three facilities beyond the West Point Mint. It says Ryan Valdez, head of sales and trading worldwide for Dillon, said the U.S. Mint is hoping to at least double its output, roughly 400,000 Eagles coins every 2 weeks, to 400,000 every week. Tom Power, president of the U.S. Mint's primary vendor for the American Eagle planchets, Sunrise Minting, Idaho, said the firm has no problem supplementing the mint with sufficient silver planchets. So those guys over there at the Sunshine Minting are saying we can give you all those planchets you want to strike on. And Power noted that in recent years, Sunshine has provided the U.S. Mint with a higher number of planchets, while also supplying planchets to other government mints and private mints. Sunshine also provides the U.S. Mint with the 5-ounce 3/9 fine silver planchets for the bullion and uncirculated 3-inch American the Beautiful quarter dollars. So, Sunshine Mint, I think we all might have learned a little something with this little article here. Sunshine Mint is a big time in there with the U.S. Mint and other mints supplying all of the silver planchets for all the striking that's going on. So that's a big deal. Or it's a big deal to me anyways. I don't know what you guys think about it. And let's skip down the article here just a little bit. And are required to place minimum orders with the U.S. Mint for 1,000 American silver bullion $1 coins. That's the authorized purchasers. That's what I was saying earlier. I wish we were one of those authorized purchasers, but we're not. Haven't got that big yet. One day maybe. And it's talking about how the spot prices climbed from back in June to the end of July. They talking like end of July at 24. Whoa, they just don't know. We're already up over 27 now. So let's finish off right here real quick. We've got pretty much everything we wanted to get out of the article, I think. When the American Eagle silver bullion coin production was introduced in 1986, output was solely at the West Point facility. Between 1990 and 2000, American Eagle silver bullion coins were struck at both West Point and San Francisco mints. And we all know about the proof coins. So San Francisco usually makes those beautiful bad boys. So that was a nice little article. Hope you guys enjoyed that. So I got to talk a little bit more about what I had, more than I had on the board anyway. So that is nice. That article popped up just in time. Good deal. And I see the U.S. Mint has been getting a little bit more active here recently. They're throwing out quite a few articles and fun facts, because Bonnie and Clyde actually retweeted one of their tweets this morning, and they were talking about the 1892 Public Law number 203, the 52nd Congress authorizes the first commemorative coin produced by the United States Mint. We all know what that coin is. A 50-cent piece known as the Columbian Exposition half dollar. If you didn't realize, if you didn't know, now you know. That was the first 50-cent commemorative coin produced by the United States Mint, the 1892 Columbian Exposition half dollar. Nice looking coin. I see a lot of people has those coins. A lot of people don't collect them. A lot of people have a hard time getting rid of them, and they are a first. Anytime you have a first in any accord when it comes to collecting, you know you got something, because it is the first of that series, the first of that make, that model. So that's definitely got a little history with it. Let me check out the chat over here and see what's going on. Welcome everybody. Thank you all for joining us. We do appreciate it. I'm glad to see everything's going all right. I see Delicious Panda says, man, this phone here, what's going on? I hope it works out for you. It's hard to tell. These internet things are crazy anymore. I'm telling you, my Wi-Fi here has been going crazy from time to time too. So it's probably the internet has been acting strange. It seems like everywhere. I don't know. They probably ready to cut the power to us. I wouldn't doubt it. But thank you for joining us, everybody. Like I say, it's good to see you. I hope you guys like this evening time, and I very well may start doing it at this time in the evening. And then if we ever have any coin huts that we want to do or something, maybe we can dive right into them after a report or something like this. But since I don't have any halves, I opened up my last 4 boxes of halves and got rid of those. I only got a couple boxes of quarters, even if I wanted to hunt some right now, which I don't. So I hope everybody enjoyed all that news right there. Did everybody have a nice weather day today? I was supposed to mow the grass and I haven't got around to it yet, so I may have to get out and act like a responsible house tender and mow the grass this evening. I see my neighbor had their people come in and mow their grass. They got so much money they don't know what to do with. They don't even have to mow their own grass. But me, on the other hand, I get out there and sweat and push my lawnmower around my yard. It's either I think what it is, I'm just too cheap to pay somebody. Why am I going to pay somebody when I need to exercise, right? I bet Uni got a kick out of that one. Glad you need exercise. Let's see what a hot spot is right now today, guys. Let's see how that temperature is looking around the nation. And right now it looks like, oh my goodness, I didn't even see that. There's no way I seen that. Yes, indeed, it is a ripping and roaring out there in Arizona. We got temperatures in the continental U.S. of Sonic Creek Ranch, 113 degrees right outside of Phoenix, Arizona. Holy smokes! I bet they're not mowing no grass out there in that. Wow. 113 degrees in that area right there. Man almighty. I for sure wouldn't want to be mowing no grass on that. Cool spot at this time of the day. Let's see if we can find us a cool spot. We're usually looking at temperatures in the 40s and 50s. Let's see if we can even get anywhere near that. If that's in the continental United States, that is the coolest temperature. And I don't think it is. I think it's actually it. No, it is. Harbor Springs, Michigan, coming in at 69 degrees, guys. I figured we was going to head out west and it would be cooler out there, but since it is a little further north at the Great Lakes there, we got Harbor Springs, Michigan, coming in right now at the cool 69 degrees. Nice. Let's check out the West Coast and see what we got. We got temperatures actually in the mid 70s still yet in parts of California. So we got mid 70s to the low 90s on the West Coast. It's even in the 90s in Washington State and northern Idaho right now. 100 degrees right at the border. In Eureka, Montana, it's 100 degrees right up there at the border. Wow, nice. And at the mountain time zone, we've already discussed where the hot spot is down in the southern part of the Four Corners. Over in Colorado, up in some of the higher elevations, you look like you get into the high 70s. And as we come across into the flatlands, it looks like the Dakotas is in the low 80s. And that 69 is a tie. So we actually do have a tie right there in South Dakota and Michigan. In Clark, San Diego, 69 degrees. So there was actually a tie for that. So 80s all the way down to Texas where the heat starts coming in. It's actually 103 in southern Texas. And then as we come over to the Mississippi River on the west side of the river, Louisiana, in the low 90s, heading north through Missouri and Illinois in the mid 80s, all the way up into Wisconsin, Minnesota in the mid 70s. Let's travel across the Mississippi. We got that cool spot up there in Michigan. And then as we go south, we've got the mid to high 70s. And then as we come down south, we've got the mid 80s until we get all the way down into Alabama where it starts to head into the low 90s. Then we jump over to the East Coast, starting up at the very tip in the low 80s in Maine, the mid 70s Vermont, and as we head south, we got the mid 80s all the way down to South Carolina and Georgia where it starts to hit the 90s, the low 90s. And then once they jump over to Florida, it seems like they get a cool front down there. It drops down into the mid 80s in Florida. But the reason being is they've got a whole lot of rain there right now, so it's probably cooling it down a little bit. It was probably a little hotter earlier. I'm not sure. Don't live there. We're just looking at the temperatures right now. But I'm willing to bet that it's probably been hotter and that rain just cooled things down a little bit. And now for precipitation. On the East Coast, we got showers in South Carolina, western North Carolina, middle Georgia, and parts of the Mississippi, northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and as as we head north, we got some showers up in northern Illinois, southern Michigan, and just clouds and possible light showers out towards Minnesota and the eastern Dakotas. And then as we go out to Colorado, it looks like we got some showers around Colorado. And then over in Cheyenne, Wyoming. And then we got some showers down in New Mexico. So they probably need all the rain they can get down in that area. And out west a little further, looks like there's some showers in the southern part of Oregon. And that'll do it for the weather, guys. I hope it's been beautiful wherever y'all been today. Everybody, I hope they stay safe and hydrated. Right at 90 there, I seen that it just popped up when it's like in the mid 80s, and then I seen it was 90. It's coming in right at Bloom in the area in Florida, in Bloomdale, Florida. Or that's what they say on this little, that's the name of the weather station there, 90 degrees in Bloomingdale. And let's get on out of here. I hope it's, like I say, I hope y'all had a wonderful day. Let's go over and see what kind of good article we got to close out the day with, guys. And we've already read that one right there. And this one right here. Let's try this one. This one looks like a nice little article. Hopefully it'll be a decent one. This one's going to take us out to King County Sheriff's Office in Auburn, Washington. It says King County Sheriff's Office honored 5 teenagers as heroes for coming to the aid of a deputy under attack. It says on July the 18th around 1 a.m., Deputy Elliott was off duty driving her patrol car home after her shift when she was flagged down in the city of Auburn, Washington. An intoxicated man had caused multiple vehicle collision. So we had us a drunk out there late in the morning and caused an accident. Says as Deputy Elliott checked on all the occupants of the vehicles involved to make sure no one was injured, the man that had just caused the collision was trying to leave the scene. Said Deputy Elliott had to jog up to the male and was able to grab on him to advise him he was not free to leave and was being detained. The suspect immediately turned around in a fighting stance with his arms up in the air. He wrapped his arms around the deputy's neck, put her in a headlock, and began to squeeze her. And then during the struggle, she heard a group of young men starting to yell to get off of her. And then the teens jumped on the suspect, struggled with him as Deputy Elliott was able to get free. They held the suspect's shoulders and legs to the ground to allow the deputy to handcuff him. Said the sheriff's office said the deputy suffered minor scrapes and bruises. So there you go, guys. Some young teenagers come to the assistance of a female officer that was trying to be manhandled by a drunk lunatic. So congratulations to those 5 young teenagers that come in and help that young lady out. And that's the main part of the story, whether it was law enforcement or who it was. When you got a man attacking a woman like that, they interjected themselves and drug him off of her. So that was the main thing. Nice little story to finish off the day with. So that'll be it, guys. That'll work. Thanks for joining us, Sparkle. Welcome. I'm glad you made it. Thank you. We do appreciate you. We've missed you all too. Thank you so much for joining us. And we will be back again tomorrow. And let's see, tomorrow is Thursday. Sparkle said, I barely made it. You made it, though. Thanks a million. And everybody else that made it and watched it on the review, the replay, thank you so much. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Tomorrow's Thursday, so I don't know. Bonnie has been contemplating doing some other things, and I don't know how many halves I'm going to get. So if we do any more coin hunting, we're really going to have to do some scheduling, because we've really got ourselves dived into doing a lot of other things. So we'll have to schedule it during the beginning of the week. We can't do it at the end of the week anymore because it gets in the way of other things now. But we'll figure out a way to get it done. If we find anybody that might be interested in hunting through some halves or quarters or something. If not, we will just wait and see what happens. We'll just keep doing the news, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Hopefully we can still help out the community. But if you ever need anything, guys, just drop us an email, and we'll try to respond to you as fast as we can. So thank you all so much. Y'all have a great evening. Happy hunting. Stay safe. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.